Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to Intermediate Class 30. Yeah, not 13, but 30. 30. Here we are in Intermediate Class 13, starting with a little review, as always. We were talking about the verb to send yesterday. Now, remember, to send something to someone, or send someone something. Send me the letter. Send the letter to me. But we never say, send to me the letter. Do you understand? Did you hear that? Send me the letter. Good. Send the letter to me. Good. Send to me the letter. Bad. Boo. We don't like that. No, wrong. Send to me the letter. Nunca, nunca, nunca. Never, never, never. Send me the letter. Good. Yes, send me the letter. Send me the email. Send me the package. Send me the parcel. Send it to me. Send me something. I sent it to him. Did you send it to him? Did he send it to you? Did we send it to them? Did we send it on time or did we send it late? Did they send it to us on time? Did they send it to us by airmail? Okay. Do you remember this form? You should. Let's try a few. Answer my questions. Give me an affirmative answer. Affirmative answer. Always, always. Okay. Did they send us everything? Yes, they sent us everything. So practicing the pronunciation here, they sent, with the nice T, they sent us everything. Did they send you all the supplies? Yes, they sent me all the supplies. Did they send you the package directly? Yes, they sent me the package directly. Did they send it to you directly? Yes, they sent it to me directly. I said that they sent it to me directly. Okay, yes. Did you send them the shipment? Shipment? El envío? Did you send them the shipment? Yes, I sent them the shipment. Of course I did. It's my job. It's my responsibility. Of course I did it. Of course I sent it to them. Did he send them a special package? Yes, he sent them a special package. Repeat that with me. Yes, he sent them a special package. Did he send it by airmail? Yes, he sent it by airmail. Did he send it in a beautiful box? Yes, he sent it in a beautiful box. It was a cardboard box. Papel cartón. Yes, it was a cardboard box. Yes. I like getting cardboard boxes at Christmas time, packages wrapped up with brown paper. It's nice. Yes. And okay, anyhow, I'm going to move on to part 3 here, 29, part 3. We were looking at this idea of actually, I thought it was going to be, and then a comparative with the comparatives with, so adjectives. I thought it was going to be easier. Was it easy? Actually, I thought it was going to be easier. Do you remember this from yesterday? Was she late? Actually, I thought she was going to be later. Was it simple? Actually, chew. Okay, so chew. Okay. Actually, I thought it was going to be simpler. It was simple, but it wasn't really that simple. So I thought it was going to be simpler. Was it bright? Was it bright? The light that you saw in the sky, like an alien. I saw an alien. And there was a flashing light. An alien. In fact, it was a UFO, an UFO, OVNI. An unidentified flying object in the sky. And there was a bright light flashing. Was it bright? Yes, but actually I thought it was going to be brighter. Okay. Small. Was the box small? Yes, but I thought it was going to be smaller. I was anticipating a smaller box. I thought it was going to be smaller. Was it cheap? Actually, I thought it was going to be cheaper. Sure did. I thought it was going to be cheaper. Were they simple? Yes, but I thought they were going to be simpler. Actually, I thought they were going to be simpler. Were they prepared? Actually, I thought they were going to be more prepared. I thought they were going to be more prepared. Was it dry? Actually, I thought it was going to be more dry. One more. Let me choose a good one here. Yes, here's a good one for you. Delicious. Was Kyle's apple pie delicious? Actually, I thought it was going to be more delicious. But that's impossible because my apple pie is the most delicious apple pie in town. I think. Quite possibly. No, I don't know. I do pride myself in baking a good apple pie, to be honest. I'm not lying to you. Word of the day. All right, it is time now for our word of the day. Yes, the word of the day today is, well, in fact, it's a phrasal verb, folks. Everybody likes phrasal verbs, right? How do you say, in English, the verb tachar? Tachar. So, yeah, to cross out. To cross out. That's my good Canadian accent, out. But an American would say out. Cross out. I say cross out. So, tachar. Here I have some notes, but I don't want to use these notes. I'm going to cross them out. Cross out your name and put someone else's name in. Cross this out and replace it with something else. Cross it out. Tachar. To cross out. Cross, como un cruz. To cross out. Good. And that's our word of the day. Make sure you write down these words that I give you because these are not on television, folks. This is bonus material exclusive to you radio listeners. Make sure you take advantage of it, okay? To cross out, our word of the day. Well done. All right. I told you. This is what we're going to talk about now. I told you. Here we are in class 30.2. I told you. So it's raining. I told you it was going to rain. Absolutely. Hey, don't be surprised. Te dije que iba a llover. Están ganando. Te dije que iban a ganar. I told you they were going to win. I told you. Don't act so surprised. I knew it all along. I told you. I told you it was going to rain. I told you they were going to win. Okay. So now I'm going to give you a cue. I'm going to give you some information. And then you are going to give me, I told you, and the appropriate sentence. Okay? He's late. He's late. So we're going to use was going to. Iba a tal. Okay? No problem? He's late. I told you he was going to be late. So notice he is, verb to be. I told you he was going to be late. I told you he was going to be late. It's working. It's working. I told you it was going to work. She's coming. I told you she was going to come. He's cooking dinner. I told you he was going to cook dinner. Good, good. Make sure you're answering me. Make sure you're responding out loud en voz alta. We're losing. Oh, man, we're losing. I told you we were going to lose. Right? We should have trained harder. I told you we were going to lose. They're finishing it today. I told you they were going to finish it today. She's having a baby. En voz alta, en voz alta. I told you she was going to have a baby. I knew it. I knew it all along. He's fixing it. Wow, he's fixing it. I told you he was going to fix it. It's snowing. Look out the window. It's snowing. It's snowing. I told you it was going to snow. I knew it. I told you it was going to snow. We're improving. Estamos mejorando. We're improving. I told you we were going to improve. If we keep working like this, we'll keep improving. I told you we were going to improve. Very good. He's making a new one. He's making a new one. I told you he was going to make a new one. I knew it. Why are you so surprised? I told you that. I told you he was going to make a new one. They're filming a second season. I told you they were going to film a second season. He's writing another book. I told you he was going to write another book. She's looking at you. I told you she was looking at me. I told you that, man. Don't act so surprised. I told you I told you she was looking at me. Good. I told you. All right. Good. So I like this structure. That's a good structure. I told you. Don't act so surprised. Te dije. Right? I told you that already. Te dije que iba a llover. I told you it was raining. It was going to rain. Excuse me. I told you it was going to rain. Okay. Good. All right. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, folks. Yes, it is that time. It is time for our 5 words of vocabulary for the day. That's right. The first word is ingresos. Ingresos. Income. Income. Now, we don't say incomes, but income. Income. Ingresos. So they get the money coming in, income. Revenue. Revenue as well. Ingresos. Well, I shouldn't say that. Revenue is income from the sale of something. So a business has revenue, whereas a worker has income for their work. So employment income, right? So not the same, but income is for working, and revenue is for the sale of products or services. When a company, an inflow of cash or money to a company. Naturaleza. How do you say that? Naturaleza. Nature. 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 Oh, there's that nice TU sound again. Nature. Nature. Pronunciation. What? Yes, it's time for a little pronunciation. Pronunciation here is very important, and I've talked about it before, the TU sound. Chur, chew, chew, in this case, chur, nature. Portugal, Portugal. Portugal. There was a Von Review magazine about probably 5 years ago, and on the cover of the magazine it said, Adventures in Portugal, with a CH instead of a TU, because that's how we pronounce it, right? So chew, like the verb to chew, like I'm chewing gum. I'm chewing gum. We say chew, chew, chew. Nature, nature, nature. TU, chew, but it's chew, chew. Nature, mixture. Repeat after me. Mixture, mezcla, mixture. Good. Nature. Expenditure, expenditure. Mature, maduro, mature. Very good. So in this case, nature. Prohibido, prohibido, prohibido. Prohibited, prohibited. Eso es. Calidad. Quality, quality, yeah, quality. Superficie, superficie. Surface, surface, surface. That's right. The surface of this table is very smooth. Es muy liso. The surface of this table is very smooth. Well, yeah, ask me what I was going to do. Kyle, what were you going to do? Well, I was going to finish the show. I was going to finish this program until I realized that I still have about 4 minutes left. I was going to finish the show until I realized that. Yeah. I was going to call you when you called me. Has that ever happened to you? You were going to call someone and then they called you at the same time? So we're going to practice with this structure. Ask me what I was going to do when you called me. Hey, Kyle, what were you going to do when I called you? Well, I was going to have a shower when you called me. What was I going to do? You were going to have a shower when I called you, right? Ask me what I was going to do, until he arrived at the door? Kyle, what were you going to do until he arrived at the door? Or when he arrived at the door. What were you going to do when he arrived at the door? What were you going to do until he arrived at the door? It's the same. I was going to cook dinner until he arrived at the door. I had to change my plans because he showed up. What did I say? What was I going to do until he arrived at the door? Kyle, you said that you were going to cook dinner until he arrived at the door. Ask me what I was going to do until I heard the news. What were you going to do until you heard the news? I was going to read a book until I heard the news. What did I say? You said that you were going to read a book until you heard the news. Yeah, I heard the news, and I couldn't possibly read a book. I was so excited. I had to stop. Ask me what I was going to do when he showed up. What were you going to do when he showed up? I was going to make coffee when he showed up. But I didn't because I started talking to him, and one thing led to another, and we were distracted, and I didn't bother to make coffee. No. Ask me what I was going to do when the phone rang. What were you going to do when the phone rang? Good. Siempre en voz alta, right? What were you going to do when the phone rang? Well, I was going to go to the store when the phone rang. What was I going to do when the phone rang? You were going to go to the store when the phone rang. Ask me what I was going to do when she called me. Hey, Kyle, what were you going to do when she called you? I was going to watch TV when she called me. What was I going to do? You were going to watch TV when she called you. Okay, did you get that? At home, really, make sure you're following along en casa. Siguiendo siempre y hablando en voz alta, ¿vale? Muy bien. Ask me what I was going to do when I saw your message. What were you going to do when you saw my message? Well, I was going to call you when I saw your message. You read my mind. I was going to call you when I saw your message, so I didn't bother because you answered it in the message. What was I going to do when I saw your message? You were going to call me when you saw my message. Ask me what I was going to do when I fell down. Hey, Kyle, what were you going to do when you fell down? I was going to move furniture when I fell down. Yeah, I had an accident just before. I was about to. I was about to move furniture when I had an accident. Ask me what I was going to do when I fell down. What were you going to do? I was going to move furniture when I fell down. What did I say I was going to do? Well, you said you were going to move furniture when you fell down. Okay, folks, we're out of time. We're completely out of time. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back with more, as always. There's always more coming, so keep listening right here to Vaughn Radio. I'll be back with the advanced class. Do you remember the word of the day? Tachar. ¿Cómo se dice? Tachar. To cross out. Very good. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.